Okay, I think I'm good with the setup and stuff. Hello, Shovel. Good to see you here. I hope everyone else is doing well. It has been a minute. Move over to the actual screen. Hello. I'm hoping the quality will be better this time. I changed, like, a thing. Probably still a shaky and all that, but hoping the quality's better. That's all I gotta say. Yes, I'm gonna continue working on this diorama. As much as I would love to go back to 2,000 points, I'm really kind of itching to get back to doing those guys and finishing them up. I think it is important that I at least get a bit more done and go from there. So, last time I left off, I was working on the shield and doing all the colors for that. We're going up from that dark blue, what was it? It was the deep ocean blue to regal to then hopefully it being crystal blue. That is what I hope. We will see if we can actually get it done. So, that is the best quality. So holding it up here isn't really good. Holding it there is. Good to know for me. I think this is good. Oh, really? Is that horrible? There, that'll work. So, what has everyone been up to since the last time we all been here? I'm trying to think what is new for me to share. I don't think I have anything too new. You grossed me out. That's what I will say, Grim. You grossed me out, and I'm not a fan of very fleshy things on models. I was not a fan of that, but it does look really good. Okay. I think I gotta do a little mixy mix here. Or maybe I should have like Regal and the Azura together, and then I just mix it on the shield so it actually fades through a bit better. Not really sure. Let's just go straight to Regal and see where we are. That is going to be right there for color. Let's see. Yes, you did your job very well for what you were trying to go for. Hey, Average. Hope you're doing well. It's been a minute since we've had you here. Yes, I think it has been. At least to my knowledge. You always could be lurking. We never know. We always enjoy our lurkers here. You built some Cadians. Nice. Actually, talking about things built, I've started working on another kill team. Not that I need more projects, but I wanted, going through like ideas and stuff I had for videos. Oh, you are? Nice! I haven't bought those Blade Guard that you shared to the Discord, because like, shipping is just so expensive if I do it, and I don't want to end up spending... Let's see, even though they're like selling for 30 something, the shipping would make it be like buying a whole box. And then where I just got to strip and repaint, and I planned on kind of giving them away to someone as like a little thing. I'm like, I cannot in good conscience do that like sustainably. That does not make sense to do. When you say you're gonna go watch He-Man, are you talking about you're gonna go see like a He-Man movie or like watch the old cartoon? I thought like He-Man was an old 80s, 90s cartoon. Nope, I gotta mix those two together. Oh, there is a He-Man movie? I didn't know that. I hope it's good. I never actually watched He-Man when I was younger. Never really got into that stuff. What's up, Paint? Good to see you here. Yeah, you are off for the season now. Average. I was quite worried I didn't have a good color for Deathwing Bone, white, but Vallejo buff works quite well on its own. Oh, some people also use Wraithbone as well if you're trying to do like the Deathwing colors for Dark Angels. That's another one that is used quite often. Oh, tomorrow there will be an announcement in the Discord for those that are looking to have a little bit of fun and want to test out their painting skills. And something that you guys voted on that you wanted, we will be finally doing. I'm going to be a little vague about it because I want to save the surprise for tomorrow, but since some of y'all are here, I want to just kind of mention it. Are you going to like a event or something, or just hanging out with people? Actually, you don't tell me. I'm just being nosy at this point. Oh, like the... yeah, Blade Guard do have quite a bit of detail and stuff on them. But they are very fun. I find those one of my, like, favorite models to build and paint. They got quite a bit of attitude? Or detail. I think... I don't know. I just like them, period. That's what I'm going to say. You're not wrong. I wish Blade Guard were a little bit harder to kill. They are my favorite model to play and like data sheet and stuff. I wish they were easier to keep alive though. I know it's not really... I mean, it is doable. It's just really hard. Yeah, they do have a 4-up invuln save, which is like... It's a 50-50 depending on whether you live or die. The best... For me, the best way that I've used them is get a full 6-man squad and run them with a Judiciar. So that you get that fights first and kind of hold them off for a little bit. And if you can heroic intervention with them, then you're pretty much gonna almost wipe whatever is in front of you. As long as it's not like a really big scary monster, they're really good at like chaff clearing and all that. Yeah, I don't know all the rules for 11th. I have to look at 11th and kind of figure out what's new and whatnot. I should play it. If I don't play a game with someone... I was like trying to schedule a game tomorrow with someone who's kind of new to Warhammer. But I'm also thinking, like, if I don't do a game with them, then I'm going to try doing an 11th game so that I can do that. Ooh, average. Can I recommend you the proxy Judiciar? This is my little Judiciar, in quotes, Judiciar that I run. I have to get that like so far back for you guys. This is literally just a chaplain that I've kind of changed some little parts with. I have a little video on this guy. This is in quotes my first kit bash. All I've changed is like put a Deathwing Knight shield on. I also have like a little smoke thing. And I have this sword is from the Black Templar upgrade sprue, but you could almost use any power sword. I just thought this would be cooler as an executioner sword. This guy has been running as a Judiciar for my army since I made him. I've never run him as a chaplain. I probably should one day, but he does so well as a Judiciar. Ando has appeared. No, that is the Iron Halo from the chaplain. Like, besides the shield and sword, everything else is just from the chaplain model. So, but if you also want a Judiciar, if you have any Inner Circle companions, you could use them as a Judiciar. Just proxy the base and all that. I did see you giving little updates about your model. I know what you're painting and building. I'm not going to say what it is because I want people to be surprised. Oh, I realized that after the fact that it is a relic weapon. Like that they made that it was that, a skull, and this weird banner are relics and all that stuff. And I did not know that. I just thought, oh, these are cool. I will use these when I have a chance. And I've used the skull, part of the skull, as, like I took the chain or something and I like cut the chain off and I used it as my little, like, incense burner for the model. Yeah, I like fancy bits. Actually, I was talking in a different Discord, one that the people I played Crusade with at my local game store runs. Wow, I really am kind of all that. Just spitting and spanning. You piqued my interest. They had a thing called Warlord traits. Was it like similar to enhancements, just a little bit different? But to kind of continue what I was saying a little bit earlier, the person that runs it is really good at kit bashing. I am always inspired whenever I see his kit bash stuff. And he showed off like almost every Judiciar that he has kit bashed and made. And my favorite is the Salamander one, because the Salamander guy, instead of like an actual metal sword, he takes from the Tyrannid warriors their bone blade and makes that be the sword that the Judiciar uses. And I'm like, that is an amazing idea. I think I still have one of those swords. I'm going to use that in a kit bash at some point, either for like a special captain character, or use it if I ever want to make another Judiciar or something. What do you mean that's heresy? Have you not seen the Combi Lieutenant that wears the Tyrannid armor as like shoulder pad stuff? I'd say if my sword broke and I could just rip off the arm of my enemy and use it as a sword, I think I would. That is something I would do. Oh yeah, he also had like he did a Deathwatch Judiciar. And that one uses like a Necron warrior or destroyer blade. That one uses that blade as its sword. Like, he did a few of them, and I thought they were really cool. It always makes me want to start kit bashing again and all that stuff. Well, we will take Leandros, and we'll sit him down with the rest of our chapter, and we'll tell him we're not... Actually, I'm not Codex compliant anyways as a chapter. I don't usually run as a Codex compliant guy. I'm either playing as like Dark Angels. I'm kind of doing Space Wolves recently. I'm not doing it so much. No. See, that's putting a use to Leandros. We don't need him eaten by a bunch of rippers. We can just have Leandros sit on the sideline, and every time he like speaks, someone just points at him, tells him to keep quiet. Hello, Timmy. I am painting up. How do I want to explain this? The color scheme inspiration comes from a homebrew chapter I found online called the Seraphim of the Abyss. I took it and made it my own first company colors. And I play the homebrew chapter, the Executioners of the Abyss. But just first company is this black, blue, and eventually will be silver. The rest of my chapter looks like this. So, which I gotta put this guy's video together. I got a little YouTube short I'm doing for that guy. I got everything done for him, and I gotta put it together. So once I'm done with stream, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Someone did make a Jurassic Park theme Space Marine, and I almost made that my chapter. I was really tempted to like make it. For me, I think once I have this 2,000 point list done, I'm going to start a new army for 11th. I don't know. I could dust off the Custodes and play the Custodes for a little bit. I'm kind of thinking maybe looking toward let's see, how do I want to word this? I am thinking of looking toward the sky and playing either Chaos or Bugs. Not quite sure which one I'm looking to do yet. You should, Ando. You should learn how to play the game. It is a fun game. No, like, I do fully mean. Yeah, I might play Tyranids in 11th. I'm thinking I'll still play, like... I'm still going to play Space Marines heavily, but I think I'm going to branch out and probably do... I'm going to do actual bugs. It's either that. Oh no, I definitely I have 1,000 points of Tyranids I want to paint up and build. Or I could also go Knights. I could finish up the Knights. The Knights are a hodgepodge unfinished stuff. That's a lot of bugs. 4K is a lot of bugs. Oh, I am in severe debt. But no, like a while, like 2 years ago, probably like a year and a half ago, I bought a lot of different models because I was going through some stuff. But I was also looking for something like new to do. And I bought for armies, No, I'm good. I'm good, Paint. Also, no, I'm not in debt to you, Ando. But for armies, I have Space Marines as my main one. I have Space Marines, Custodes, which is the only 1,000-point list I have fully painted and ready to go, and I've never played them once. I played a Combat Patrol, but I have not actually played them since. I have a Guard army that I want to build. I have a Tyranid army I want to build. Like, I have all these models already. And my most recent one that I really could finish, because it's only doing, like, 3 models and the army will be done, is an Imperial Knight list. So that is kind of where I stand with my armies. Oh, I also have the Night Lords Combat Patrol that I want to get and build at some point. And I do want to use. I do want to get into Chaos at some point, but I'm like, I got a friend that plays Chaos, so I can also steal his army and just play his list. Star Wars Legion seems interesting. I got a friend that probably would play that because he's a really big Star Wars fan. So I think it'd be worth... It would pique my interest. I don't like all the models that are in Star Wars Legion. I've done like a little look at some stuff. I think if I am going to move away from 40K, I'm probably going to look into AOS and see how that runs. Can you guys see everything okay? Just like as a heads up. Ooh, actually, hold on. Let's bring this up higher. Okay, you guys can see things a bit better if I pick it up like here. What are my favorite paints for 40K? Like what colors do I prefer using and all that stuff? For me, I usually stick with Army Painter as my brand. I like the consistency of their speed paints. I like the color range of their paints in general as well. But I do use Citadel / Army Painter for a few colors, but mostly it's Army Painter. I don't know. I was asked for clarification. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Ooh, he's not here, but I gotta tell Eternal, thank you for the video recommendations for learning how to do non-metallic metal. I need to finish the playlist he sent me. Or that he sent, but it's been helpful so far already for understanding the basics of non-metallic metal and like kind of making me want to practice it a little bit more. I think that is... Oop. If I set it like that, it's going to select that in his hand. And light's hitting it like that. So this needs to be brighter as well. Oh. Excuse me. If I could, I would make him certainly do that. I think that would be hilarious. I mean, I can't make this particular mouse boogie and breakdance, but I can find one. Do you guys want a breakdancing mouse in the corner? I will say, is that what you want the stream to be? Is me move from painting to doing animation? I'll change it. Such a big change. Can I actually even animate? Like, I'm thinking of like the program I use to make my little dude and make mouse and all that stuff. Like, can it actually animate? I think it could. Hey, Eternal! Actually, good timing. I want to say thank you for that playlist recommendation. I started to watch a little bit, and it has helped with understanding lighting a little bit, and now makes me want to definitely try non-metallic at some point. Is that where you're from, Ando? Is that why you're telling us that? I do want to branch out with my painting style. I almost want to go like with a weird... Yes. Yes, you should. Actually, Eternal, could I send you my Asmodeus and you paint it for me? I'll give you like $25 for it. Rainbow bug painting stream. Oh yeah, to go back to what you were saying before, Ando. Possibly. No, all good, Eternal. I was just thinking if you didn't have the model, then I would be like, hey, here's mine, and all that. But no, I get it. You paint your backlog. You do your stuff first. No problem with that. I understand that. I think that is okay. Actually, can I mix these two together real quick? You sent a reference? Oh boy. And just a little bit like that, and then we just slightly add this other color. And then I can use this as my little highlight color over here. Do I know Saturday Night Fever? I don't think I do. My first thought when I hear that is Saturday Night Live, but now I'm not sure that's what you're talking about. I'm also going to set that right there, and I'm going to do my little... Is that... If the lighting's like that... Or if he's more like this. Sits like that. Usually I visualize this, but I've been doing a lot of just visualizing and not a lot of actually looking and seeing. I did not know that. I would if I could. I don't know how to help you. I feel like I should. I really feel like I should know who they are. Oh, the Bee Gees. Oh, wow, that took way too long. Yes, I know who the Bee Gees are. I was looking, I'm like, who is the... I was never sounding it out in my head or out loud. Yeah, no, I fully know who the Bee Gees are. That took me way too long to put that together. I was like, what the hell? I don't know why I was thinking Bee's Knees or like another singer. I don't know where that was coming from. Stop. Don't move. You stay where you are. Yeah, the cogs were turning. The mouse was moving, but not very fast. That wheel was struggling to move. So now I gotta learn how to animate and do one of the most difficult ones I think possible, which is making a mouse breakdance. See you later, Average. Enjoy the rest of your evening, man. It's gonna be a while, I will say. It's gonna take me a minute to figure that out. I mean, I have been procrastinating on making a new, like, mouse model because I've deleted this mouse model. So definitely gotta go and do that at some point. You want me to do it within a day? That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Mouse would not be breakdancing in the corner next stream. Because I plan on streaming Thursday. I'm gonna play Warhammer tomorrow, which is gonna take my whole evening. Unless I cancel playing Warhammer. I have 20 hours. No, I have no time. I have absolutely zero time. I already know this. You are all relentless. Why must you do this? I don't want to learn how to make mouse dance break before stream. I wanted to sit down and make a YouTube short after stream. Don't give me homework I don't want. Why is this a thing? You know what? Fine, I guess I will figure out how to animate at some point. I do like making stupid little cartoons when I have a chance of, like, my little salamander guy and mouse. Oh, Ando, because I know you're still here. I will make one little Ripper Swarm look like a flower. Just for you. Well, like one little Ripper, not Ripper Swarm, just one little Ripper. I don't want to have too many different colors in my Tyranid force, but I will allow one guy to be different. this. And I'm going to... I can just edge highlight. That's really what I gotta do with some of these parts, is I gotta edge highlight. Hello, welcome. Yes, I am a lizard. I hope you are doing well. My name is Swamp, and I am trying to paint up a blade guard for a little diorama. And the little guy on top of my head is a mouse. I think that might do it for the arm. I think I just gotta do this a little bit. And I'll take a little bit of that. And I think I can just... That was a bad edge highlight. That's another thing I gotta work on, is edge highlighting. Hey Grim, yes, I am a lizard. Let's take this and we'll also edge highlight this one as well. Oh, excuse me. It's a little bit tough because my brightest color on the shield is my edge highlight color. So it doesn't really work too well. Actually, am I a lizard? I know I might look like a lizard, but I don't consider myself a lizard. I consider myself more of a salamander. But I guess if I was a lizard, I'd be a, Oh, God, there's one I saw, like, well, a while ago, that I'm like, that's a cool lizard. I want that lizard as a thing, so. Well, you're one step closer to being finished with him, so. Or it, because it is a bug. let's edge highlight this side too. Nice. Is it the podcast one you've been working on or a different one? Ooh, nice. Still gonna play Darktide at some point. I haven't tried in a while to play it again. It's been far too long and I really should try. That's not gonna work. I look forward to seeing it, Ando. I know Darktide is fun. It looks like so much fun. I saw that and I got excited. Because I thought it was like a new Warhammer game that was coming out. Like a new Warhammer video game. I'm like, oh, it looks so cool. Like, maybe this is one of my friends can play. And it's Darktide. And I'm like, I want to play Darktide more now, but I don't know if it'll work. Ooh, you know what's a game I have been having fun with? At least with like my friends and stuff? Battle Golf. Battle Golf is a very fun co-op game if you get a chance to play it. Maybe I should do that as like a stream game. Like a community day stream thing. Not sure how to add everyone to a game like that, but maybe there's some code that I could put in the Discord. I think we'll do that for edge highlights for now. And then I got the whole sword here. This side is also kind of on its more darker side. Also doing that whole one spot is darker and going to brighter. Gotta keep that in mind. I think for my peace of mind going forward and all that, I'm going to glue on the shield now. And that should work. I will take a look at it when I get a chance. Actually, no, I have a chance right now. Ooh, nice! I like that grim. Oh, Lord. Yeah, excuse me. Okay, only a little bit more blue needs to be done, and then I can move forward with the metallics. I really should touch the armor. But I also don't do well with black armor. This is kind of a hard one for me to... like, touch up and all that. Well, it looks really good, Grim. I think you picked the right person to do it. What about this guy? This is what I need. And we are going to take this darker color. I think I was working on the sword like this a little bit already. That does make it a bit easier. Being able to bug your artist like that. I've been reached out to by, like, artists in the past for, like, work and all that. And I'm tempted now that I'm got this going. I'm like, do I agree to, like, take on their commission stuff and make a bunch of thumbnails for me and have them on hand? But I'm also like, I don't have that extra money to spend on that currently. And I can make everything I want on my own. But I do think it'd be helpful to have like a few other thumbnails on hand to switch between. I don't think you guys would disagree with that. If you want to, post it. Oh, excuse me. And that might have been the color I already had on there. Have to check it out in a bit, Ando. I'll say I think this new camera stand's working out pretty well. I went out this past weekend and wanted to buy myself a shorter camera stand so I didn't have to worry about a really like blurry image on screen. You guys could actually see detail and I still feel comfortable while painting. The only problem is that it's very top heavy and the base isn't wide enough. So unless I have something like pinning its back leg down, it wants to tip forward and like fall into me. So it feels less like an upgrade and more like a side grade. It's like, we're not upgrading, we're side grading. And I paint for better results. Are you telling me or Ando? I feel like you're telling me that. Ah, you are telling Ando. also probably me as well. I will take it as both of us. Ooh, nice. We always love some Imperial Knights. I should get those guys. I should do one on stream at some point. Hello, Francois, my fake Frenchman. It is good to see you here. Anson. For some reason, I want to call you Arson, but there's no R in your name. It's literally Anson. What, Arson? Arson's your name for, like, other accounts, or Anson? Ando, you and your biomass. No, I say that because I thought you were French, hence why you want me to call you Francois. So now, in my head, you are classified as Francois, the fake Frenchman. I just assumed straight off the bat, because I had no idea how to pronounce your name. It literally, I was gonna say your name has the word France in it, but like it doesn't. I don't even know what the beginning part of your name is. Arson. You know what? Arson's not a bad name to have in some games and stuff, especially if you're playing like a fire-based person. I don't think that's true, Ando. I'm pretty sure Chaos Knights are just possessed knights. So if there is flesh and other things on them, then you can certainly eat them. Judge Arson. I like that. That's a good name. Ooh, Heavy? I have not played a lot of Heavy. I main Assault, and I die at least 2 times within the first 30 minutes. Hey, don't start pestering him now on his thoughts on things. Ooh, yes. I like Arson. Arson is now one of my new favorite subscribers here. I'm also going to call you Arson, because that's going to be easier to remember than, or pronounce for me than, I think, the other name. But I'll call you whatever you want me to call you. Ooh, Krieg's another good one. We like Krieg players here. Honestly, we like all Warhammer players here. If you like Warhammer, this is the place for you. That's how I look at it. I want to hear about your army. I want to hear about your random lore you give them. I just want to hear about everything you got in your little head about Warhammer. Ando, stop it. I will tell you again, no soliciting. Funny enough, I do. In the video description and in the channel description, I have a link to the Discord. Completely free to join. I know some people out there do charge for their Discords. I do not, because I want it to be a place that I see your guys' stuff. Ooh, yeah, Grim's right. We do not accept cheaters. Cheaters are not allowed here. No, no one solicit. I don't want people... Oh. I appreciate it. I get weird about it. Why do you keep buying yourself such large models, Francois? Okay, don't answer Ando's questions unless you truly want to. Ando, though, is going through our census. Ando's trying to see if you tick certain boxes. Because for some reason we have like a... What's the word for it? I can't remember. Yeah, you do play Apocalypse, that's true. Lightly you can, Grim. I think you've asked before and I said yes. Stereotype. Yes, that's the word I'm looking at. We have a stereotypical subscriber to this channel. Or yeah, we there's a certain stereotype that people seem to be every time they pop in. Hey, Francois here talks about Apocalypse and like how he handles it. Because I like looking at my little miniature guys. Honestly, I'm actually curious on how many people like are from this community and that are from Europe. Like, what is the average between someone that plays Chaos and lives in Europe and someone that lives in the US and plays another faction? Like, is the faction mostly Imperium? I feel like Francois is that outlier. He's the US, but he plays Eldar. I don't remember off the top of my head who specifically, but we've had a few people that are like, eh. He does. No big pressures. Holy shit, we jumped up like 3 people. Well, goodbye, Grim. Enjoy your movie. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I hope life's going better for you, guy. I really hope it does. I forgot about the Dark Angels, and I just... Francois, in my head, you are categorized as fake Frenchman, giant Eldar. That is literally what you're like in my head. So I guess that's why I assumed you are an Eldar player most of the time. Ando was trying to figure out if you're from Europe and if you play Chaos. Because for some reason, like, when we get a new person, they're either from Europe or they play Chaos. It is one of the two. There have been a few people that's not the case. What's going, AGR? Welcome to stream. Yes. Yes, I did mention chaos. Also, I'm gonna go and check out what you posted. Ooh. Oh, that's a cool knight model. I like that one. Is it painted, or did you do a lot of like 3D bits on it? Because it looks like it's got some 3D bits and I like them a lot. If not, that's a cool model and I almost want a little bit more. Also, I see the Kriegsman. That's a good looking Krieg army right there. I like that. What do you mean you're scared? Did not see your knight yet. Francois, I'm working on 2 models. I got one kind of finished up. I am doing a diorama. I'm doing one of my first company Blade Guard versus a Red Corsairs River Captain. I've gotten the Red Corsairs pretty much finished up, besides like the head. And he's done sitting on the side. I'm working on the Blade Guard, and I got the base I gotta do at some point. This is for a art competition. I don't know if I'll finish it in time or not, but either way, I'm gonna have this finished. Both these models I'm going to have be on the table at one point. Like, they're gonna be models I play with, but they'll also, when I'm not using them, sit on their diorama. Oh! To be honest, I've not been to your channel yet. I gotta bookmark your channel. Added the rocket pods from a Valkyrie and an extra 100 killer missile. I like that. Very good. Oh, you said it was shorts. Oh my lord. First, I'll say, from the way it looks, with your work, I feel like you need more subs, my guy. You need... Okay, we're gonna bookmark this, so I can come back to it in the future and check out your stuff. Oh, I got added for something. Who added me? That was in a different one. Ooh, okay. Which Warhammer store in North Carolina? Was it the one near Raleigh? Was it like the one that's 20 minutes or something like that outside of Raleigh? They used to have someone there that had a orc claw and a like chaos claw as well. I do understand there's a new guy working there. You did activate it, and I just want to know, because if you had been there, I've been there twice. Oh no, it's not the... I haven't been to that one. I've just been to the one in Raleigh. Well, next time I go down to North Carolina, I will add that to my list of places to check out if I can. Let me set up your Kriegsman. Yes, please do. Please do. Anywhere else I need to edge highlight? I think I do. Sorry, I do apologize, but you did like activate it because I won. I love that area in North Carolina to begin with. I think it's a really nice, like, nice little store. They've had their ups and downs. It's a nice little one. And I've met some really cool people the last time I was there. I wish I stayed longer at that store, because they were, like, going to start that Sunday a, like, 1,000-point league, something like that. And I'm like, I would love to have joined, but literally my timing is I'm leaving Sunday. Yeah. They do. They do. It's a small one. It's on... I gotta go to Facebook and look at it because I follow their page. But... Kennerville. Okay, we are sidetracking. I'm going on a side quest. Bear with me, chat. I'm gonna look up this place because I do want to visit my buddy down there again. I mean, it is a 16-hour drive, but I'll do it. Oh! Well, that wasn't... Oh, I was staying in Chapel Hill. I could have driven out that way. Greenboro... Chapel Hill, it would have been like a 30-minute drive, maybe, from the way it looks. I gotta remember that for next time. Let me just go to Facebook, and then I will find the one that I... The name of the store is Pinecrest Point. It is, it's in Raleigh, North Carolina. That is the one that I've gone to. Sorry for being a little bit Facebook's compendium, and you're from the Gulf Shore, so is it? Ooh, that does sound like a long drive. Okay, now I gotta stay focused. I think what I got edge highlight. That's what I gotta do for myself. Gotta finish the edge highlighting I want to get done. And then I gotta work on the sword. We're gonna work on another flaming sword, but this time will be blue. You can kind of see it on camera. I see it better in person. Yeah. Okay, with that. Now we're going to work on the sword, and then... I gotta do some more stuff. I also have to step away, I think, for a second. I apologize, folks. I gotta step away. I am back. Ah. Okay. Ando, what are you on about? Hypothetically, if you were a lictor on some random planet and you were instructed to kill the Emperor of Mankind, how would you do it? I don't think you need a backup ship full of Genestealer cultists. I think there's Genestealer cults already on Terra. So you would just need them to do an uprising. By helping Genestealers gain access to Femstodes? Okay, I what the hell? Welcome back, Eternal. Sorry, bot generator versus matchup. And I just gotta say, I didn't expect Shantae versus Lorgar. Like, the little genie person? Oh, one of the black ships. Okay, nope, that makes way more sense. Also, Francois, I will have to look at your video on how you do a molten sword and stuff. It's probably much better than mine. But with that being said, we are going to start this and make it be very difficult. Actually, no, we're going to do the metallic. We're not going to do that one. I believe you will find it. I believe in you. What did I do for sword? I did gold. Let's do... plate steel. Hey, I told you you'd find it! I told you you'd do it. I believed in you, Eternal. I'll say for me when it comes to shorts, I do a bunch of like little clips, and I take whatever is the like best on each little video clip, and then I put that together for a short. So like with the with that intercessor, it's gonna be like a clip of just a little clip of me like painting up like the blue or the dry brushing, then the blue, and then the orange, and then the black. I almost wish now that I did that guy in full speed paint. Oh, you do 0 editing. Yeah, I will admit, editing is annoying. I used to enjoy doing it, and then I was like, I don't enjoy it anymore. Ooh, best of luck with the priming. Actually, funny enough, I do enjoy priming my models. That is the part that I think is like the easiest and quickest to get done. It also helps that I have a whole like building to do it in now. So I don't have to worry about like the weather being bad or all that. The only thing I have to worry about is if it's 100 degrees or not inside the building. That is the biggest fear, because if it's too hot in the building, the paint dries kind of, oh, what's the word? Almost chalky feeling? Feels kind of like chalky-ish. Little rough. The dry specks of paint are already on there and just leave a very rough texture. Oh, you know what? Yeah. That is probably much better than Rattle Can Primer. How do you even do, like, airbrush priming? Are you mixing, like, primer medium and then black paint together? And that's how you make your primer? Oh, it's a specific one. Okay. Good to know. No, you bastard! What have you done? I'm talking to myself, not anyone there. Oh, good to know. I don't really do actually, I only prime when I have a bunch of models already built up and ready to get primed. So I do get a bang for my buck, but good to know that it is cheaper. Clean. Let's do it with a very quick. Actually, do I even need to do that? This is not how I normally do the flame parts. I'm going to just be really quick to get my base colors or base color on, and then from there I will do my little flame thing. Well, I figured better than just basing it all in, because normally what I do when I do flames on a sword is I paint everything black and then I build up the colors from the tip, working my way down. So like this stays black, then it goes darker, darker, darker as I get closer. But I figured for this one, let's just do a straight up speed paint. That way I could probably just mess with the color value a little bit and see kind of what happens. Welcome back, Ando. Oh yeah, I remember now. I also need to do a short for making my flame sword. That's another one I gotta do. I feel like all hobby desks are just going to be a train wreck. That's just how the hobby goes. You can spend a little bit of time getting it clean, nice, and like ready to do more stuff on it. But it's gonna be a mess again when you start doing. That's not bad for like a quick little power sword, if I was gonna do that, but I am not. A hobby tray? I like that. I like the hobby tray. Yeah, it is one of those weird choices. Okay. Now... this is probably not even the right kind of blue I should do. Okay, I will. You don't think I got a tray on hand? I got that hobby tray on hand. I think you asked me... No, you effed around and you found out. That is partially what we have done. So Anda was effed around and now has made it so that we just see a black metal tray. I think that is a good stuff for black. As much as this is cute, I'm going to put this away. Because I like my green desk mat a little bit more. Or cutting mat. And... just kind of... How's it going, Tyler? It has been a minute. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. That was a tongue twister. No, you can never fully kill a subscriber of this channel. Well, we're happy to have you back. At least, I am happy to have you back. I hope your work-life balance is okay. Yes, I am already at my local game store on the pre-order list. I will be buying it, and I will be taking part in that Dagmire campaign. And we will see how well I do. I don't know what list I want to go with for 11th. I do have that 2,000 point Dark Angels list that I could remove the lion and the as much as I do want to play Dark Angels, I want to try playing regular Space Marines for a little bit as well. Oh, I'm splitting the box as well. I'm getting the Space Marines, the rules, the cards, and the Dagmire thing. And I checked with the person I'm splitting with. They're like, yeah, I'm good. I just want the orcs. And I'm like, okay, I don't, just want to be sure. Do. This one's not looking as good as I think I kind of hope. I'll keep going and trying to make it look better and better, but it's gonna be some work. Oh yeah, Thursday. Which, happy early birthday. I will probably say it again when you remind me. Also, don't feel too bad. I'm also a year older now as well. I'm a good solid 2'8". Well, it's actually dried up a little bit pretty well, so... Not good. Well, you're all good coffee. It's good to see you here. Hope you're doing well, and I hope the moving went well. Or at least helping your folks move stuff. Excuse me. And poke. Is screeching your first language, or is just eating? I am working on this blade guard for a diorama called, well, the premise is the duel. It is for a art competition that I'm taking part in on Instagram. Ooh, Tyler, by the way, we have our own little art competition we're going to do in the Discord. That's what I was hinting at earlier in the stream. I'm going to be posting about it tomorrow. Like the rules and categories and all that, which tonight I should probably go through and make that post. Myself and 2 other judges will be looking at people's stuff. And everything will be in the Discord. Yes, Ando, I am doing an art competition. It's something you guys voted on. You voted that you wanted one a while ago. So I have finally started taking the steps to make it happen. Ooh, Arson, welcome back. I will check it out when I have a chance.
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
5-star review.
Yeah, that was an ad. I apologize about that. I was not prepared for it. Look at that army. That's a good army to send in the battle there. That looks so... Oh, I gotta do that with my army at some point. Oh, that's so cool. Why does it look like there's a badger in the front of that whole army? Is that a dog or is that a badger? Oh, I'm doing a art competition in the Discord. It's for only people in the Discord, so I'm sorry, Francois. That's Gary the Badger. I love it. Yeah, a while ago, I had people vote, like, while I was streaming, like, if they wanted to do an art competition or not. Like, for fun and all that stuff. So I've been going through with that. And I will be... Like, me and 2 other judges will be going through with that. I appreciate the judges that are taking part because they are I will admit, I've not put a lot of thought into it. I've been so busy, and I'm like, I should really do this, because if not, it's going to slip by, and people are going to be like, hey, when is this happening? Or is this ever going to happen? So, I'm kind of doing, like, last minute, oh, this is what we're doing. So, it's a little haphazard. But the idea is someone takes one mini, and I say one mini that has a base size of 90 millimeters. So no bigger than a Captain and Terminator armor, which I think is the base size for that. Yeah, go for it. If I have a way to send you the rules, I will do so. You can do this, Eternal. I believe in you. Is it? I'm thinking of like a Captain and Terminator armor. Is that a really big base? We can always drop it down to like what a Blade Guard or Terminator are on. What sits on a 90 mil base? Right. Oh! Yeah, no, not 90. 90 is a lot bigger. It's a 50. I was thinking of a 50 millimeter base. Is it really a 50? What is a Terminator? It's a 40. Wow. Okay. So a 50 millimeter base, not 90. I did say 90, but I mean, it was Ando, but I was also like excited to let you build the suspense with it. Yeah, that is huge. I was more thinking like largest being a Captain in Terminator armor. Like that's a 60. So like a 60 millimeter base or smaller. And it's got to be a like if you're painting like an intercessor, it's got to be on a 25 millimeter base. Like it has to stay that same base size. Like you can't. Hi, Roy. You can't just take an intercessor and put it on a 60 mil base. Ruby, Fuzz Boy. I love you, Fuzz Boy. Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking like at biggest you could do is 60, but you can go any size below that. Bless you. Bless you, Fuzzy. You got another one? Bless you again. Let it out. Let it out. You got it. Now I need a white. Lucky enough, I have a matte white. Yeah, 60 millimeter or smaller. I don't know where I got 90 from. I don't know why I was thinking 90 was a Blade Guard cap. Also, why is a Terminator Captain on a larger base size than a regular Terminator? I feel like they should both be on a 40 mil base. I know. It's a little bit hard for you, Francois. Actually, since you're here, I'll kind of talk about it. Because it'll be like Thursday the next time I can say the rules. So, the start time will be Wednesday, July 10th. And we have 3 weeks. So, 3 weeks from tomorrow. If you want to start at midnight tonight, that's fine. But when I make the post, that will be like official start time. And we'll go a little bit... Yeah, we'll be 3 weeks. I was thinking giving you guys 4 weeks for time. It was between 2 to 4 weeks. So, and we decided on 3 for the time frame. And me and the judges will post our results 2 to 3 days after all the models have been looked at because of time zones and all that stuff. Like, I might be able to, like, even though I'm on the Discord a lot more, I might not be saying anything, but I do look. I want to give the judges the other chance to look, give their opinion, and hopefully have a discussion back and forth. One of them, I think, wants or is interested in doing like a talk over with it, or they thought that's how it'd be. I was thinking of just messaging back and forth. But whatever myself and the judges want to do, we will certainly do. And this is the first one. So there's going to be kinks. There's going to be little things that I got to work on. There is no big prize, but there is like 5 categories. Which I will also make a post for. Well, I'm debating if we make them hidden or maybe I don't tell you guys the categories until the end. Rubby. It's more the idea of what you had on hand, but I think for you, Francois, that's a little bit difficult because you do big models. The idea is that it's a mini that is... I guess you build the mini yourself. If you wanted to, like, strip the model and repaint it, that's fine. But the idea was like, oh, this is a brand new model. I'm going to paint it up from here. Oh, yeah, well then, I'd say just paint up like a little... Oh, but you have everything already painted. Do you have anything on hand that you want to paint, Francois? Yeah, no, it certainly can be a built model. I will say one of the... well, you know what? Fuck it. I will talk about the categories now. That is a very good Far Side. Or this looks like a Far Side. Yeah, I was right. Okay. The categories... These are the categories that I have so far. It's best paint job, most... Wait, right? Yeah, so we got best paint job, most creative color scheme, best kit bashed, best composition, and then we got something for the person that tried their best. So those are the categories that people will have to, like, those are kind of like what we're judging on. And someone will like get the best of each one, and then there'll be one person to be like, you tried your best, here's your honorary thing. Oh, Lamenters! Oh, that's such a good color scheme. Let's do... Yeah, I mean, just... Here's the thing. Even though there's our categories we're judging on, this is for fun. Try your best. Have fun with it. Even if you don't, like, finish within in the time frame, still complete it and submit it. I still want to see it, like, once you guys have it done. Like, the idea is, this is for fun. This is something that the community can kind of do. I probably should do more, like, community together things like this. I want to see how this one goes. And maybe in the future we do a, like, community paint day where we all kind of paint them all together just in the Discord. Like, hop in a group chat, something like that, that's not a stream. Because I know some Discords do that, and I'm down to do it. Ruby. I will say that two people that if they weren't judges, okay, there's two people that I wanted as judges and I got them as judges because if one of them submitted their list, they would have won, period. So I'm happy that I got them as a judge. I guess what I was trying to say is I was hoping to take out, like, the top tier competition and make them look at everyone else's stuff. So that, like, for me, when I had to pick, it wasn't an instant, oh, it's this person because, like, they're really good. It's, everyone has now a fair chance. And I hate to admit that I am biased like that. The problem is that some of you guys are so good at painting, it's hard to be, like, fair with it. But maybe in the future, instead of myself and other people judge, it's a community voting on it. And then you guys decide, you can't vote for your own thing, but you decide what model you think is the best. We could think about doing that in the future, though. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna tell you guys. It is I will be the only one out. I will be the only one that knows who they are. If they want to come out and say something, they can. But I don't think they need to. I want this to be a... That's some mouse activity? How's that a mouse activity? Like anyone that's in the Discord should have seen the whole post about me asking for judges. And let's take this. But I'm excited to see what everyone kind of comes up with. No, it does not have to be 40k. Honestly, if you want to do a D&D mini, that's fine. If you want to do AOS, a Star Wars, it can be what... As long as it fits the requirements of being like an infantry or smaller. Well, being infantry. Actually, what's the base size of a Battletech model? Ooh, nice! I love the D&D dragons. I want to get myself like a really large ancient dragon. Either like... Oh, you did? Okay. I will look at it when I have a chance. Just give me a sec. Depends on... Well, it depends. There are 2 scales of Battletech. But the common ones are small. Okay. You know what? We do have a thing for winners now. I will keep that to myself, though. But it will be... It'll be a nice little thing. I would rather touch grass. Oh, did anyone see that new Warhammer trailer? Like, I finally saw it. I know I mentioned it in the Discord. But holy crap, was that trailer so good. I feel like I need to watch it again soon and try and catch every little, like, Easter egg in there. There's a thing that I think you would like, Ando. There is a scene of some Tyranids that are taking the bodies of Salamander Space Marines. and throwing them in a acid vat. I got time for that. That's my freaking job, is to touch grass. I recommend watching it, Ando, as soon as you can. It is good. There's little, like... There was someone who did a... Yeah. Yeah! Oh, God. You can say yeah in so many different ways. I'm thinking back on it. There's like, maybe it's, I think if I'm gonna watch it again, I gotta watch it like a slower speed to catch every little hint. I don't want to spoil it too much for anyone that hasn't seen it. There's one thing where I want to say the Emperor moves. Hey Jake, how's it going? It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. I got to take some colors and all that. Ooh, okay, I will take a look at the dragon. Oh, that's a cool dragon. Nice little metallic dragon. Also, arson. Just as a little thing I'm going to say here. I'm glad you're sharing models, all that stuff. In the future, put it in either Warhammer or other models. Or, like, art and all that. I just like to keep things a little bit clear. I'm not going to move anything out of lounge. It's just something I want to save for future stuff. But you're all good. I'm happy you're sharing stuff. It's all positive. It's been more than a minute. Yeah, it probably has been more than a minute, but fight me about it. Also, am I a pocket monster? I don't think I'm a pocket monster. Ah, you're good, you're good. Sometimes I don't read things either, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I put that in the wrong spot, so I don't hold that against you, man. I'm just happy you're sharing stuff and you want to share it with us. Let's see. Were you learning about the Revolutionary War? Again? You know what? That's not a bad thing. I feel like I gotta rewatch some Revolutionary War stuff. Ooh, wait a minute. I don't have a part where it got really light on that, huh? Maybe. That's gonna be a big maybe if I use that one. Or No, that's too... Yeah, we'll use this one. Well, I'm sad it won't be a Lamenter, but I'm glad you found a model. Okay. I haven't used this in a while. We're going to use this for the very end part of the sword. Let that just kind of tint everything. It's a good trailer, isn't it? All you need is some baby oil, a can of beans, wet wipes, and $4.99 CAD? What are you on about? Okay. Are you playing Tetris? Actually, no, Tetris isn't the worst game known to man right now, but you have Pete Mantras. What is the worst game? Also, Jake, are you still fighting that raccoon? I must know. Are you still at war with the raccoon clan? This is part of your plan as for your local... Wait, it's part of my plan for my local politician. What are you trying to do with your politician and baby oil? That's concerning. Good. I'm glad you're still at a stalemate with this raccoon. Okay. Leave that there, and there. Jesus Christ, it's like a wild ride every time you say something. Oh, what's your conspiracy theory, Eternal? Oh, get over here, you absolute... Okay. Can you stay right there? Actually, I don't like this. This is not a good angle. Ah, you twat waffin. Oh Lord, he might be right. I think that's a bad paint and you need a new, like, paint. I probably hate to ask this, but what is the plan with the what is the plan with the beans? Is it actual beans or like baked beans? Because I'm thinking like a can of Bush baked beans. But like if you're just talking like a can of like uncooked beans, that's still concerning. But less concerning? Oh. Well, maybe... Actually, maybe it's a really good paint. I mean, is paint even supposed to smell good to begin with? I don't think so. Oh, you little... Okay, this is not working. But we are going to work on the metallic now. And get all this stuff painted up. Oh! Well, since most of you are here, I wanted to bring it up because I feel like some of you have pushed me in other people's streams. Please don't. Please don't, because when those YouTubers come to my stream and see what I'm doing, I get all nervous and embarrassed. Please don't tell people to come and check out my channel. Well, the smell is the tastiest part of the paint, followed by the taste. Well, then maybe it's meant that you're not supposed to eat the paint. Wait, hold on. Not true. I love tattoos. Actually, I would take the 2 more arms because I could get more painting done and get more things done if I had extra arms. Sometimes when I'm doing a project, I'm like, I really need a 3rd arm right now. So if I have 2, that's even better. No, I'm not worshiping any forearm emperor, but I will take forearms to do more work for the emperor. No. The emperor only has 2 arms. Well, then I will not have... Then I will not take the 2 extra arms. See, I'm not thinking in like the 40k universe, I'm thinking in my actual life. What am I doing? Oh yeah, go here. And... Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I dislike that you're right. Could I destroy the first model and whoever painted? Is that an option? Actually, no. I don't want to destroy anyone's models. I'd feel really bad if I ever did. What else needs to be metallically silver? You know, we'll do this too. I hate that. Why did you say that? Those are words you said, and I almost wish you didn't say them. I don't want to think about some conjoined twin scenario here. Yeah, you right. You are right. I dislike that you are right, but you are. It's been too long since I painted. I feel like I lost my touch a little bit. But I also could be getting tired. I think it's the latter than the former. I think I'd rather have my 5 enemies be born into the Imperium. I don't know who my 5 enemies are, but I'd rather have those 5 go there. I don't want to be born there. I feel like being born in the 40K is bad no matter what. There's no, like, good place to be in 40K. Why are you eating your paint? Don't eat the paint. You don't drink the paint water, you don't eat the paint. I mean, they seem nice, but are they nice? Yeah. I still feel like being born a noble would suck. Ah. Don't mind me, I'm just slowly dying. Oh god, wrong goddamn pipe. Is my gold still active? Ando. Why? Why must you lie? You are lying to the people. There is nothing here of interest for them to see. God, we need to send you back to the Inquisitor to get things figured out. I was curious on like why it said the word buddies for a second, and it kind of clicked in my head. That's not the word buddies. I feel like for tonight, this is probably the best spot to stop. Next, I will be doing all the leather, and I'll work on the purity seal, and I guess at some point I will be doing the armor. As much as I'm not sure about it. I know I need to work on the helmet at some point. Especially those eyes. Those eyes are bad. I'm going to redo them. But I think it has come out pretty good so far. And I think I'm on track to get this guy finished up. Definitely these two models are the best I've done so far. There's been a lot of work put into both of these. And I look forward to continuing and making it better and better. So, I'll do my own little spiel. And then we will go for the night. So, if you enjoy the content and you want to see more, feel free to like and subscribe. I try to stream at least 3 days a week, starting from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until about 10-ish. Really depends on my energy level and stuff like that. If you want to share your own models and talk about Warhammer or share what other hobby stuff you're into, I do have a Discord. It is completely free to join. It is in the video description and in the channel description. It's completely free to join. And it's not just Warhammer. If you're into, like... Good night, Dread. I didn't realize you were here. I'm hoping you just didn't pop in for, like, the last couple minutes for this. There's other things I do want to do on this channel eventually besides Warhammer, but is kind of taking up most of my time. But eventually we'll get around to doing some other things. And yeah, if you want to also support the channel in a more monetary way, I do have a Ko-Fi coffee account people can donate to. Everything you donate there goes strictly back into the channel to help just get improvements, either that be equipment, like hiring an editor for videos and all that stuff. But yeah, with that all being said, you don't have to do any of that. Just having you here, hanging out, being a part of the community, more than enough. I just get on here to be like a silly little guy and get bullied by you guys. Sometimes I get bullied by you. Yeah. And sometimes I have odd stories I will tell. So, with that all being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will. Sure, Francois, I will give you the ability to shill.